All right, I believe we are all live. And yes, we are. We are all live. Here we have USM v New Haven. This is the matchup of the week right now. It's currently number 1 v number 2 seed. Winner gets top seed in the Division 4 playoffs. This is going to be quite the matchup. We see Darren early on the ball getting a quick shot, and Pumpkin Lad, was it? Who is that? I can't. Yeah, Pumpkin Lad, UNH, doesn't matter who it is. Pumpkin Lad can't get to it. Over his head in the net. That's going to be an early start for USM. They're going to go up 1-0. Decent kickoff here for Lucas and Dan. Dan getting a little bit of a taste of his own medicine there, but Darian's there to save it in the corner. Lucas decides not to go up. Dan's got a little bit of something going here. Gets a pass mid. Is anyone there? Darian's there. Gets a 50. Dan goes for the shot, but gets blocked. Now, almost a counterattack for New Haven, but USM gets a demo and stops that quickly. Up on the wall for Dan. Straight dive back down to Lucas, but can't get the shot on target. Darian to Lucas in the midfield. Lucas trying to get a second touch, but he can't get another one. That's going to be a good counterattack on the way for New Haven. Quick early shot, saved. Oh, saved by New Haven. Oh, it's not looking too lucky for New Haven right now. Quick little shot to the back wall. The USM's there. Dan gonna follow out on the right. He's gonna keep following on the left, up the sidewall, up the ceiling. He's gonna get a pass mid. Lucas and Darian both miss, but New Haven can't get a shot, and Dan's gonna start to get this clear. Darian's gonna finish that off, and that's now clear for USM. Dan keeps it on New Haven's side of the field. I'm just playing a little pass back and forth here right now. Lucas doing what he can to get rid of it. Dan with an early challenge, going for the back boost. Darian playing off the left wall. Can he get a second touch? He gets 50. Lucas is right underneath it in a bad spot, but Dan's able to get there. Not Darian. Now Dan's just looking for bodies. He's gonna get one. That's gonna be a shot. Is anyone there? Darian is there. Gets a big 50 into the corner. Counterattack there. Dan's the only one left. He goes over one. Lucas gets the save. What a save by Lucas there. Nice recovery there from all of USM. Lucas gets a good clear. Hits the ceiling. Goes back down to Darian. Darian's up. Gets a fake. Straight to Dan. He gets a shot, but that's blocked. Now Lucas is going to take his turn. Gets a shot on the backboard, but New Haven's there off the sidewall. Dan's just keeping it on there end of the half, trying to keep up this offensive pressure, and that's a miss there. That's another miss there. That's an open shot there from Dan. It hits the most wide. Some good offensive chances early on here for USM. Lucas keeping it in this offensive zone. They've had so much offensive zone time already. To Darian, that's a 50, and that's straight back to Lucas. He's going to bang it right back into the offensive zone again. Darian goes for a fake with no boost, and that's going to work out for USM. Now USM's up 2-0 with a minute and a half left. I mean, this is a great start for this first game. I mean, you can't get any better than this. I mean, this is literally the best competition in our division, and you're 2-0 up currently with a clean sheet. A minute and a half in, and that could be goal number 3, but that's off the post wide. Darian almost had a shot, but he got demoed. Now it's a 3v1, and Darian's able to pick up the slack. He's gonna go for a challenge, but Lucas and Dan are there to help him out. Lucas goes for it again, fakes one out, can't get it past the other one. Darian gets dunked by Pulse. Now Pulse is up. Lucas gets a touch off the left side. Dan's there to follow. Gets a little fake, but Darian's right there on top of it. Pulse to the sidewall. Darian back to Lucas. Takes a shot. Gets saved. Now there's a counterattack. It's now just Dan, a 3v1. Gets it to the bar. Can Lucas get there in time? Yes, he can. Now there's 45 seconds left, and now it's going back into New Haven zone. Darian with a nice block in the midfield. Pulse up with it. Going for an air dribble. Trying to pass to Winsey. Dan up with it. Pumpkin Lad. Little shot in the corner. Darian's there to clear. Pass to halfway zone. In the left corner. Is anyone there for USM? No, there's not. Lucas doesn't have any boost. Pumpkin Lad up. 20 seconds left to go. Can New Haven get a goal on the board? Dan's on the wall. Straight out to Lucas, but Lucas doesn't have any boost. Goes back. Picks up the corner. He's going to go up the corner. Gets a nice clear, and this game should be over. This will be game 1 of a 5-game series. USM will take it convincingly 2-0. And that couldn't have been a better start for this game 1 for USM. You couldn't have written it up any better. I mean, on all sides of the ball, it was perfect play right here. Kept it a clean sheet, low shots, low goals, perfect amount of defense, just enough amount of offense to get that to net them the win in this game 2. In this game 1, sorry. We're starting game 2 right now. Let's hope USM can keep up this momentum for game 2, put it to a 2-0 lead. But we will see. 50 there for Lucas. Misses. Pumpkin Lad's up to the back wall. Dan's getting chased hot in his tail. Pulse into the corner. Bounce off the left. There's a shot there from Pumpkin Lad, and that's going to go in. Darian didn't have any boost, and that's a good start for New Haven after what they just had, after the clean sheet that they had in game 1, but that's a little bit unfortunate for USM there. Wish Darian could have had some boost. And try and keep the offensives going there, but Darian's there to block it. Gets a pass midfield, and that's Dan. Darian's up. It's going to go down. Comes straight down off the ceiling. Dan's there to get a shot off the back wall. He's going to follow it up. Can't get another touch. Now will Lucas challenge? He does challenge, but goes right to Darian. That's a good play there. Darian gets it over one. There's only one left. Dan takes a weak shot. That's all he has. Can't get it past the defenders. Now it's going to be Pumpkin Lad off the sidewall. Darian gets a good block. Leaves it for Dan on the back wall. He gets it over one. Can't get it over the next. Now it's leaving to Lucas. Darian also goes. It's a double commit. Can USM get back? Yes, they can. Dan with a nice recovery save there. Lucas gets a touch over one. Darian gets a touch over another. Now it's just one to beat. And Dan, a little bit preemptive there, almost gets punished for it, but New Haven can't hit the redirect there. Dan gets bumped, so he can't finish the clear, and now it's going to go back to Darian on the right side. Missed touch there, takes a shot. That was a decent save there from Dan. Luke is going to try and reel in some offense there, but Winsey with a massive clear, and that gets puts right in the back of the net, unfortunately, by Dan. But I mean, what a booming clear there. I mean, Dan trying to pull it into the opposite corner off the sidewall, can't quite get it there. That's going to be an early 2-0 hole for USM going into this game 2. Yeah, Winsey up the sidewall, double touch here, and that's 3-0 now. Dan obviously was not expecting the double touch, but now he knows that is in the back of their locker. Hopefully we can pull something together, pull this back. There's still 3 minutes 20 left in this game. I'm sure they've got something cooking up and ready. It's an early dunk there from Dan. Lucas with the shot, gets a demo, and that's going to be exactly what they were looking for. 10 seconds into that 3-0 deficit. Now it's only 3-1. Nice play there from Dan, getting the demo. Pumpkin Lad can't quite get to it in time. It's going to be a good start going into this back half of this game, too. Decent kickoff there. Lucas almost gets it around one, but can't get the touch overhead. Darian trying to do what he can on the wall with no boost. He's got 12 boost, my bad. Tries to play a pass mid, but Lucas was too far back and Dan was a bit too close on his tail. Lucas plays a clear in the middle, and that is a missed save by Darian. Just barely got a touch on it, but it wasn't enough to push it to the bar. It's a complete and total momentum swing right here. USM's gonna at least look to pull some momentum going into this game 3, whether they win or lose here. Doesn't matter, but it's a absolutely massive momentum swing coming up in these next 2.5 minutes here. Shot here saved by Darian. Nice positioning there for Darian. Now Lucas is gonna bang it clear up to Dan. Can he get a shot off? He can. He plays it a bit too far wide though. Unfortunate. Now there's Lucas. He plays it far corner, and now that's 4-2. You got 2 minutes left. This is still very much a game that USM are in right now. You got plenty of time left on the clock. You only need 2 goals to send it to overtime. Ideally, you'd want 3, but let's see what USM can do with these 2.5 minutes. It's a nice kickoff there from USM. That's gonna be an early shot over one. Once again wide from Darian, probably not expecting that early miss. And now Lucas also pulls it wide, wasn't expecting the challenge. Weak pinch there. And now New Haven are on the attack yet again. Lucas trying to get a little bit of a clear off. Darian gets a shot but can't get it over the defender. Winsy playing it off the sidewall. Now it's left to Dan. He's got about half the tank left. Lucas picks up the full tank going off the wall. Can't get that early touch off the second wall again. That's going to be popped up from Pumpkin Lad, but Dan is there. Nice read there from Dan to get a save there. He only got a minute and a half left to go for USM here. Winsy off the sidewall. Now Dan's just left to it. Full boost. Waiting for something. Tries to get a flick over one. Gets a 50 and can't get the flick over another. Lucas off the sidewall. Good 50 there from Lucas. Now it's just Darian and one left. Can't get it over your early challenges. Wasn't expecting that. Lucas with a pinch off the sidewall. He's going to follow it up again. Fakes one, but he doesn't fall for it. Darian off the corner. High touch here from New Haven. Dan's going to try and follow it up with everything he's got. The back pass out to Lucas. And that is off the post. Not catching the break, and Pulse is there from the Cookser. Not the Cookser, the squishy save off the back of the net. Darian trying to play it in the corner. Lucas gonna get a touch. Can't get a touch over Winsy here. Dan gets a soft little flick, and that's gonna lead. That's gonna give Darian a 50. Lucas back in the corner. USM need to be full force here in this last half minute. A little touch there from Dan to Pulse. Darian with a low boost. Winsy big clear. That could be it. Off the bar. Lucas going for it, but everyone gets faked out there. Pumpkin Lad with full boost. You only got 10 seconds left in this game. This could very well be even in the series right here, and I think it will be. A slight bit of momentum change here, as USM did hold out New Haven for that last 2.5 minutes of that game too. But it is going to be interesting to see how they respond going into this game 3, as it is now only a best of 3 series now that each team have only now that each team have won one game apiece. Definitely a lot more of an aggressive play style here from New Haven in this second game. USM weren't expecting that coming out of game 1, coming out of the game 1 shutout that they had, but now that they've seen the offensive capabilities of New Haven, I think they very well have the skills to pay the bills coming into these final 3 games of the series. But we will see Dan, good kickoff here. Leaving it for Lucas. Pulse gets a big clear, and that's going to leave it for Dan in the corner. He's got half a tank. Gets it over one. And will Dan get there in time? No, he cannot. Ball's moving a little bit too slow here. Now, Pumpkin Lad has a flick opportunity here. Can't get it. Can't get the flick. And that's his shot saved there by Dan. Gets a little touch from the underside of his car right there. And all threats of that on the wall stopped by Lucas. Darian with a low boost, but he gets the 50. Pumpkin Lad looking for someone out in the mid. Find someone, but they hit the bar. And Dan's just going to pop it out to midfield. And Winsy's going to leave it, and Pumpkin Lad's going to get a big clear out into the corner. Darian is there. Pumpkin Lad's got no boost. He's going to touch it again. And Dan's going to do everything he can to get that out. Lucas is going to help him, and that's going to go all the way around. Dan waiting for a touch. Can't get the 50, but Darian's there in the corner with half a tank. He gets another touch off of there. Straight out mid from Pulse. Looking for Winsy, but Lucas is there to stop that. And now Dan's on the counterattack. He pushes it in the left corner. Can't get the touch off the wall to get it up. Lucas goes for it, misses, but now it's just Dan. He pops it over one. Dan is there almost. He gets a little pot shot, but it plays it just a bit too short off the inner post. Darian's up and Adams can't get the touch there. And now Pulse is on the counterattack. Gets a shot off the backboard, but Dan's there to block it. Lucas is going to play it wide, play it up deep. He goes for it, gets a 50, flips the field. Darian doing everything he can not to get demoed, and that's going to work. Darian now with full boost. Lucas gives him a pass. He's going to go off the ceiling. Early ceiling shot there, and that's going to go straight back to Dan, who's already back in rotation. He's just waiting for them to come at him. Gets it over one body. Gets it around the second body. Now he's probably going to be looking for a demo. He gets the demo. Can they get the goal? Yes, they can. And that's going to be a 1-0 lead with about 2.5 minutes left in this game 3. A wonderful amount of skills there shown from Dan. Gets it right over one, just waiting for him, and then gets it around the next. Goes straight for the demo. Perfect play there. Now Lucas looking for an early shot. Gets it on the bar. That would have been really nice going into this last 2.5 minutes of this game. Now USM getting all kinds of bumped here. Darian gets a touch above the bar, and Lucas is going to clear that out. A nice little redirect there from Pulse. He's got some skills. And Pumpkin Lad's going to do it. Pumpkin Lad's trying to get it around Darian, but Darian was not letting that happen. Winsy puts it in the corner, and that's going to be 2 pinches there from Lucas and Dan getting it back into the offensive zone. Darian, good 50 there to prevent Pumpkin Lad from getting a shot there. Lucas going up, so is Dan. Lucas has some confidence, and he has the confidence to pay the bills. Gets it in the corner. Little dual effort there from Darian and Dan. Getting it up and over. Lucas almost had the double touch, pulls it too wide. And Darian doing everything he can to get that back in the offensive zone. Can't get another touch, and so does Darian. Goes straight over it. Dan's now going to go up. He leaves it mid. Soft touch. Gets it over one. How much more can they get over? Winsy plays it mid to Darian. He's going to get a big 50 into the back corner. Lucas plays a shot above the bar. And now we're just seeing pinches here left and right from Pulse, Winsy, and everyone on both sides of the ball. Darian, quick shot, fakes out both Pulse, and that's going to be a back pass to no one after a pull shot. Lucas is there. Winsy reads him perfectly, and that's going to be a shot for Pumpkin Lad, and Darian almost gets to it, can't quite get to it. Obviously not the touch that Lucas was expecting, and definitely Dan was definitely probably expecting to get that, but it's now an entirely new ball game, 1-1 with a minute left to play. Let's see how this turns out. Darian will full boost, passes it off to the left. Pumpkin Lad's going to try and take it, but he's not going to let that happen. He's going to get a shot mid, but Lucas is there to get a little pot shot save. Darian trying to take it around everyone now. And Lucas with a good cooks through the pinch there. Couldn't get it on net, but that does have it go on to the offensive zone. Darian with a bang off the sidewall. Now it's just Dan left. Is that in? That's just straight in. Just too big of a clear here for USM. Dan couldn't get back in time. He didn't have any boost. The only person left with boost there was Darian, and he was way too far pushed up for the big clear. Now USM are gonna go heavily offensive here, trying to get anything to go here in this last half minute. Lucas here, nice little fake there, can't get it over a second. Now Dan needs to save it off the back corner. A little shot there from Winsey. Pulse gets a little pop off. New Haven sending it back into the right corner. Dan sends it straight up. Lucas, big clear. That's stopped by New Haven again. Darian, big clear. Stopped by New Haven yet again. And that's going to be the end of Game 3. New Haven are going to take a 2-1 lead heading into this Game 4. Complete turnaround for them. An unfortunate way to lose that game. Unfortunate way to lose that Game 3 from USM. Definitely not what they were looking for. They started off with that 1-0 goal early on. Looking for something, couldn't get it. Now they're 2-1 down heading into this Game 4. Not exactly a result you want to be seeing right now, but they've got plenty of time to recover. Very pivotal Game 4 here for USM. Starting off in their own zone. New Haven trying to get an early start off, but Dan is not letting that happen. He gets an early touch around two of them, but can't get it around the last defender. Now Pulse is going to go up off the wall. Darian gets a good save there. Nice little clear there. And from what I'm seeing right now is it's been a tiny bit of a problem throughout the season, but seems as if Lucas and Dan aren't getting the communications here, because it's seeming like on these crucial situations that they're either one of them or both of them are right up close on each other, or Darian here. Hopefully they can clear that up, get that beside them. Hopefully they can pull us out within the next 4 minutes. Pulse gets it over one, but can't get it in the right side of the net. Darian is going to take what he can, gets a demo, and Darian's going to use all he can to get it out into the midfield. Lucas tries to go for something, but Winsey was there to block him off. Winsey gets a demo, and Pumpkin Lad misses. Now that's a wonderful save there from Dan. Out of position, played the shot perfectly, and seems New Haven are very demo heavy this game. Very demo heavy. They've already got 3 or 4, and that's a nice little pass out there. But Winsey takes a clearance. That's gonna drop almost straight down to Dan, but he wasn't expecting it. Lucas little shot there. Dan following it up. 50 by Darian sends it wide off the post. Pumpkin Light gets it over 2, and Lucas nice little touch there to get around everyone else. New Haven tries to go off the ceiling, gets a miss though. And Darian with a big clear. Looking for more of a possession style though. Lucas gets over Lucas, but wonderful recovery there from Dan on the backboard to get that out, to keep that out of the net. That's gonna be straight for Darian. Darian gets a good 50 here. He gets a good there, and that's Dan starting off exactly how Game 3 started off, with a goal within the first 2.5. Darian gets a wonderful 50 there, read the defender perfectly, and Dan's just in the right spot at the right time. Winsey big clear here to Dan. Dan to take it off the sidewall. They try and go for a bump, but Lucas is all about that. He goes completely around it. But no one's home for USM. Pulse takes it. They caught USM all in the corner. And Pulse finished it off. Darian almost got there. We probably would have gotten there if Pulse wasn't there for the follow-up. And now it's 1-1. New Haven doing a decent job at neutralizing all any momentum that USM would have gotten from that initial goal. But here we just starting anew yet again. Dan plays a pass out middle, but no one's there. Lucas was on the right where Lucas was behind him. Lucas gets a good 50 though, but once again, still no one's near enough for it. Winsy with a good clear. That's over Lucas, and this is already not looking too good here. He puts it over everyone. Dan trying to pressure him to do something, hoping Lucas would go up a little bit earlier, but Lucas did not. That's gonna hurt him. Darian there with a good shot off the sidewall. And Punkin that almost gets a pass out to Pulse, but Pulse misses the shot. Darian trying to get a 50 here, gets a demo instead, and that's going to be a redirect. Darian is there though. Dan's going to take it in the corner. Misses a shot. Now it's just Lucas. Gets it out to Darian on the sidewall. Lucas with no boost, waiting for a touchdown. Does not get the touchdown. Now it's Winsy. Lucas gets a good clear. He's going to go for it again. He just picked up the big pad. Dan trying to get a 50. Gets a good clear, but Winsy is there. Straight out to Darian on the back wall. Darian over one. To Lucas. Back to Dan. But someone's in net for New Haven. USM wasn't ready for that big of a clear there. Darian doing everything he can right now to try and keep us in the offensive zone. Dan gets a shot down off the sidewall, but that's going to be saved by the goalkeeper. Darian looking for a shot, and that's saved by Pulse. Now it's a 1v1 situation. Dan getting a wonderful clear there on the 2v1. Actually, it wasn't the 1v1. It was 2v1. Wonderful defensive job there by Dan, but they've got to start looking at this offense. We've only got 20 seconds left. New Haven going to put it into the offensive zone. Lucas doing what he can to 50 it, picking up the big pad, pushing it down, pushing it deep. He's going to leave it in the corner. Takes a possession shot. Darian dives. And now it's just Dan. He gets it up. Is anyone going to be there? Lucas is going to push it way high. Punkin Light gets a touch. Now it's just Dan with a shot. Dan with a little pop up to the mid. And will this roll down? It will not roll down just yet. And that will do it. USM takes their second loss of the season. They will be second in the division. Second for playoff seeding. And a little bit of an unfortunate matchup here. Definitely expect hoping to win, but can't be too mad. We're second in the division. We're gonna have a good playoff, or we're gonna have a good playoff run. We will probably see these guys in the championship if we end up getting there, and I think we have all the reason to be getting there. But either way, we will see you guys before the start of playoffs. I believe that will be starting next week, if not then the week after. But we will all see you guys later.